Alright guys, so today we're going to be taking a look at another vegan type leather case, which this one is cactus leather, and this is the Otterbox Symmetry Cactus Leather for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Now, links to this will be down in the description below for you guys to check out. The price on this one is $59.95, so almost 60 bucks. Is it worth it? Let's take a look. So, starting off with the packaging, very simple. All you get is just this cardboard style packaging. You get a little feeling of your case right there. Otterbox Symmetry here for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. It does have MagSafe, and here it says it is made from Deserto Cactus Leather. So more of an environmentally friendly style leather option. This is not real leather, so that is something to definitely note about it. Cactus leather is a vegan leather type of material. So let's go ahead and take a look at the case itself. So very simple box here. You just get the case, you get a little bit of paperwork in there, nothing crazy, and that's pretty much it. So taking a look at the Otterbox Symmetry Cactus Leather. I did end up getting the Cactus Grove color, which is this nice looking military style green color. I really like this color. I've actually been using this case for the last few days, and the color has grown on me. At first I got it, I thought it was a little bit different, but I've really been enjoying the color actually. So taking a look at the back, you get this nice textured cactus leather material, as well as a metal camera ring. Now, on the inside, you get a very nice felt style material, so you don't have to worry about anything in here scratching up your iPhone. You get your MagSafe ring and some Otterbox branding. Now, let's take a look before we continue real quick to see if this has an alignment magnet, because here it doesn't show it, but let's bring out our magnet paper. If you take a look right there, it does show an alignment magnet right down there. So this does have it. Not sure why it's not visible right here, but in my testing, I actually was able to feel it there as well. So moving along to the sides, you get that same cactus leather material going all the way around the sides of the case, and that felt material that covers the buttons, so you definitely don't have to worry about those scratching up your iPhone's buttons. So let's go ahead and weigh this, see how thick it is, and we'll go from there. So starting off with our scale, I do already have it on here. Let's see. We are working with 37 grams. So about on par with some other vegan leather options, some other real leather options. 37 grams is not very heavy at all, so good weight on this one. Now let's go ahead and turn that off. We'll bring over our trusty caliper. So we'll measure from front to back real quick, and here we are looking at 10.8 millimeters thick, and from inside to outside we are looking at 2.3 millimeters thick. So definitely not a thick case, not too bulky. It's been very comfortable to hold and to use. Haven't really felt the weight or the thickness of it too much. It feels very, very good on the phone. So let's go ahead and bring over our black titanium 15 Pro Max, and let's listen out for that click. Very nice click onto the iPhone itself, and this case does have a good fit. Let's see those corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice corners on this case. It does have a pretty secure fit, so you definitely don't have to worry about this flying off of your phone if you were to drop it. But looking at that screen protection, let me go ahead and wipe the screen down real quick from all these fingerprints. And taking a look at that, I am using a tempered glass screen protector, and we get a pretty decent screen lip on here. I would still be careful of what you're setting your phone down on, whatever surfaces, but you should be good to go, especially if you're using a tempered glass screen protector. And then looking at the camera bump, we do have a nice proper camera bump on here, especially because it is metal, so you can definitely set this down on pretty much any surface, and you don't have to worry about it scratching up your camera or anything. The case has you covered. So let's go ahead and take a look around the sides. Now on the top, it is completely closed in. On the left-hand side, you have your action button, volume up and down, which, by the way, these are metal buttons, and let's listen to how they sound real quick. Very nice, very clicky buttons. They're nice and protruded right there, so you can absolutely feel them. No issues of having to search for them in your pockets. You'll be good to go. You can feel exactly which button is where. Now moving along to the bottom, you do have an accurate microphone and speaker cutout, as well as a nice USB Type-C port. So let's bring over our anchor cable here, plug that in, and there we go. We are charging, and you have a pretty decent sized USB Type-C port, so all of your thicker head cables should definitely be able to fit in there with no issues. And moving along to the right-hand side, it is completely closed in. We do have a little bit of Otterbox branding right there and our power button. So let's talk about how this case feels in the hand. Now, it is very comfortable to hold. You've got this nice textured material going all the way around the case, so it definitely does provide for some grip on here. The bottom of it does not dig into your pinky at all. Like I said, I've been using this case for the last few days. It's been a pleasure to use it at the bottom, and it fits all around pretty well. It's very comfortable to hold. I haven't had it slipping out of my hands at all, so that is always really good to see. So let's go ahead and test out the MagSafe on here. So we will start out with our Apple MagSafe wallet. Put that on. There we go. We have our MagSafe animation, and you can definitely sit here and move it around a little bit, and the MagSafe wallet is not going to come off. And that's partially because of the texture, but also because the magnets are pretty strong on this case. So just moving your hand around will not make it come off. You do have to give it a little bit of pressure. Now moving along to our Apple MagSafe battery pack, attach that. There's our animation there. Oh, no animation, but we are charging. Okay, and let's see. Definitely sit here, shake it, shake it, shake it, and it's not going anywhere. This does have pretty good MagSafe strength on here. Plenty enough for all of your accessories, no issues with that. And of course, like I said, we do have a little bit of an alignment magnet right there, so it does kind of almost lock into place right there when it is straight down. So that's always nice to see. And last but not least, we'll go ahead and move over to our Anchor 623, and yeah, I mean, it's picking it up. You do have to give it a slight little shake of the wrist before the stand does come off, so that is good to see that it is able to pick that up with no issues. And moving along to our 360-degree rotation test, you can sit here, type around, scroll on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, which, by the way, follow me on those platforms. Links are down in the description below. But yeah, type your text messages, do whatever you got to do, and you're good. And then when you want to move along to something like a YouTube video, watch your favorite Brian's Tech video, sit here and rewind, fast forward, do whatever you got to do and click around, and you'll have no issues with that at all. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about the case. Now, this does have that military standard drop protection. Otterbox says they use what's called Drop Plus. So they do 3 times the military standard for drop tests, and this case has passed. So this is that kind of case that it can definitely take a little bit of a tumble without you having to really worry about any damage to your phone, because this is an Otterbox at the end of the day, guys. So you know what they're there for. They're there for your phone's protection, and that's number one for them. And this is no different. Otterbox definitely has your protection in mind for this. Now, I wouldn't go dropping it over 4 or 5 feet. This isn't one of those cases that you're gonna launch all the way up in the air and watch it drop. Nothing of those sorts. For that, you're gonna want one of their defenders or anything, something similar to those cases. But for your everyday drops, nicks and dings, this thing will have you covered. So let's talk about some of the colors. Now, it does come in this Cactus Grove, which is this nice green color. It comes in Noir Ash, Rich Adobe, and Plum Luxe. So you have a few color options on this one. And like I said, the price on it is $59.95. So do I recommend the Otterbox Cactus Leather for $59.95? Well, that depends. So it's a yes and no kind of answer. If you're looking for just a nice feeling vegan leather case, then honestly, I would go other routes. There's the Alumu. That's a good bit cheaper than this. There's the Banks vegan leather case. If you're just looking for a vegan leather case that's not going to patina, nothing like that, it'll just kind of look very similar to the same way as it does when you get it out of the box, I don't know if I would go with the Otterbox just because of that price. Everything else about it is pretty good. I just have to say that that price on it, $59.95, is something that I would kind of try to stay away from. $60 for a vegan leather case is a lot, in my opinion, especially when there's options with real leather that are much cheaper and even a little bit more expensive, like the bull strap, but they do give you that real full grain leather. So that is definitely something to note. Another thing about this case that I did notice is it has a slight gap, if you see that right there. Now, I've seen a lot of cases recently starting to come with this, especially leather or vegan leather cases. I'm not sure why that is, but I definitely want to see that cleaned up. It's really difficult to see, but maybe you can see it right through there. There is that gap, and that is something that I did have to point out to you guys. But when it comes to a vegan leather case that's going to be on the more so protective side, if you're looking for that pretty decent drop protection, and that name, if you're looking for a very well-known name brand case, then I would say, yeah, pick up the Otterbox. Like I said, it's a little bit pricey, and of course, links will be down in the description below for it, but it's just a little bit higher than what I would like to see the price of this case. I would definitely like to see it around like $45. I know it's an Otterbox. I know they do all this testing. They're a huge brand. They've been in the case game for years and years and years. But at the end of the day, this isn't one of those crazy drop protection cases. 60 bucks is a lot in my opinion for this case. But with all that being said, guys, this is the Otterbox Symmetry Cactus Leather. Let me know what you think about this one down in the comments below. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and if you're interested in seeing one of those great other vegan leather case options that I was talking about, I'll leave the Alumu right there and that Banks vegan leather right there.